moving? What are their seasonal migration patterns? So all this information is critical to develop a conservation plan for taimen.
As well as these manual surveys, we have another way of tracking taimen. Last summer, we sank underwater acoustic receivers in some of the populated home pools. Now, all we need to do is find them. This water is cold, only a few degrees above freezing, so a dry suit's in order.
We have 7 receivers in the river, and they're recording data 24 hours a day. It's especially important for winter time. When it's 50 below here, there's 2 meters of ice on this pool, but the fish are still living underneath the ice.
This receiver picks up and records a signal every time a tagged fish is in the vicinity. And there's about a year's worth of data on this device. We'll need to download the information and get this receiver back in the river before the water freezes.
Good job.
Let's get it back to camp. It looks good. Got to get this thing off. It's tight as a... really tight.
Back to camp to warm up. And tomorrow, we can get down to the serious business of finding fish. There's just one problem. We have to catch them on a rod and reel.
Normally to catch fish, I'm either working with local fishermen or we'll go out on the river, use a big seine and catch a bunch of fish at one time. But sometimes methods like traps and gill nets can cause serious harm to the fish. Taimen is an endangered species, and so to catch a taimen, I like this method.
This is fly fishing. The lightweight lures, or flies, are easy on the fish. That's important because our goal is to release every fish we study unharmed.
I'm going to use a barbless hook. So see that barb there? I'm going to use my pliers and bend it down. So this makes it easier for the fish to get off my line, but it makes it less likely that I'll hurt the fish in the process. Pull, pull.
Ready or not, it's time to fish. Our strategy is to float down the Ur River, stopping at certain pools along the way. We're hoping to catch and tag taimen for our research. But I'm also hoping that one of these fish will be a giant. Catching a taimen is a real challenge. We estimate there's only 20 catchable fish per river kilometer. But one thing we've got going for us, when taimen are feeding, they're fearless. They don't just prey on fish, they'll attack small mammals or birds that stray onto the water. Ducks, mice,